Let's congratulate the Augsburg captain, Danielle Hobbs. Once again, we honor our team captains. From Augsburg, Danielle Hobbs. From Carleton, Stephanie Baranoff, Laura Teraday, and Lily Wong. From Concordia, Christina Moore and Tinsley Porter. From Gustavus, Ellie Johnson, Libby Lazinski, McKenna Rooney, Gabriella Stout, Lindsay Sunby, Cassidy Thomas, Megan Thompson, Grace Wagner, and Stella Anderson Moy. For the Hamlin women's team, Corey Dawson and Nicole Phillips. For the women of McAllister, their captains, Ali Ferrer, Emma Henry, Nadia Lands, Isabella Marcatulio, Izzy Ulhorn Thornton, and Hannah Zern. For St. Benedict, Jada Alholm, Megan Bartles, Emma Neely, and Lauren Sitzman. For St. Catherine, captains Olivia Wheel, Maka Chicoero, Natalie Chandler, Sierra Hermanson, Nicolette Harvey, and Ella Hochstetler. Captains of the St. Olaf women's team, Zibby Hannafel, Olivia Hopeful, Rowan Kruger Barth, Rachel Olson, Ellie Parada, Zoe Roberts, Evgenia Roth, and Paige Steenblock. Now the captains of our men's teams. Captains at Carleton, Hans Anderson, Nicholas Chang, Jeffrey Kong. Captains for the Gustavus men, Logan Braley, Jack Christofferson, Trevor Johnson, John Moran, Will Sarkinen, Brandon Wilczek, and Cole Sarkinen. For the Hamlin Pipers, their captains, Kevin Bosu, Manny Posher. For McAllister, Casey Moretta, TJ Pally, and Will St. John. For St. John's, captains Karsten Ritter, Braden Slawick, Clay McGaw, and Andrew Rogaman. And for St. Olaf, men's captains Bo Giddings, Leo Griffey Byram, Nick Starkovich, and Aiden Jung. The officials for today's meet, our meet director Dave Ludke, our meet coordinator and the MIC commissioner Dan McCain. Our referees Bob Krunstad, starter Brad Ness, stroke and turn judges Jennifer Martini and Jamie Prokes, diving referee Chuck Quistad, his assistant Craig Porter, and our dive meets tech manager is Lee Rayleigh. The Day 3 finals mascot is Sal Manella. We remind you, everybody, no flash photography at the start of the race. Please set your cell phones to mute or vibrate so we don't hear your Indigo Girls ringtone during the start of the 400 IM. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite you to please stand if you are able. Remove your hats and caps and regard the colors at the west end of the Aquatic Center as Emma Neely from the College of St. Benedict performs for us our national anthem. Beautifully done, Emma. Thank you so much. A very quick reminder that the meet is being live streamed on the Gene K. Freeman Aquatic Center YouTube channel. So go to YouTube, do a quick search for Gene K. Freeman Aquatic Center, and there you will be confronted with a bewildering array of logos. You will look for Friday night finals. And because of the live stream commitment with YouTube, we will start at 6:30 right on the button in about 35 seconds. So enjoy a little bit of young people's music as we fire up. Kayla, pump up the jam. Our first event is the men's 400-yard individual medley consolation final, swimming in lane 1. Luis Flores of St. John's. Lane 2, Mason Cody Gustavus. Lane 3, Trey Barton, St. John's. Lane 4, John Rossell of Carleton. Lane 5, Owen Parada, St. Olaf. Lane 6, Isaac Snaza, McAllister. Lane 7, Jacob Lerzel, St. Olaf. And lane 8, Dylan Murphy of St. John's. He won. Swimmers, step down. Swimmers, step down, please. And coaches, a quick reminder that the women's 400 IM has been reseeded. Ready now for heat 1. And lane 5, Owen Parada of St. Olaf, going out like he took pacing lessons from the Roadrunner. 26.5 at the 50. And Owen, 56.6 at the 100. And Owen still hanging under the lead. Trev Barton of St. John's. And my mistake looking at the other direction here. Owen Parada still with the lead, but it is Isaac Snaza of McAllister giving chase. And Owen building. John Russell of Carleton, the fastest breaststroke split on the board. We'll see if he can close enough to make a chase in the freestyle. And it's close, 1.33 seconds separating Owen and John. But John comes off the wall of the freestyle with the big engine, and he has made up that difference already. And John running away with it. Owen trying to hang on for second. And he does for 21-3. John with a nice 4.18. And now please welcome to the blocks our championship finalists in the men's 400 IM. Swimming in lane 1, 8th last year from Carleton, Matthew Krogman. In lane 2 from St. John's, first-year swimmer Lincoln Cochran. In lane 3, first-year swimmer from Carleton, Carson Rodder. In lane 4 is the defending champion and our top qualifier, senior from St. John's, Braden Slavic. In lane 5, first-year swimmer, he's our 200 IM champ from Gustavus, Aiden Haverman. In lane 6, first-year swimmer from Gustavus, Britton Paty. Lane 7, 5th last year, St. Olaf senior Aiden Young. And in lane 8, first-year swimmer from Gustavus, Mason Dietering. Championship final. And lots of new faces in this event. 5 of our 8 finalists, first-year swimmers. And Aiden Haverman out 53.4, about a second ahead of his prelim swim. Both Aiden and Braden, both somewhat cautious in their morning swim. Strategy here, I think, will be for Aiden to try to stay close. Aiden's breaststroke was very solid. And of course, we know Braden as the defending champ in the 500. Is going to have a very nice last 100. So we'll see if Aiden can move up and maybe build something of a lead. In the prelims this morning, Braden was a 112 for his breaststroke split. Aiden was a 110.9, but Braden is on fire, 33.5, outsplitting Aiden by a half second. And if he takes off in the freestyle while Aiden is still swimming breaststroke, he's going to be very tough to catch. .3019 with 100 to go. This morning, at what looked like about 90% in the freestyle, Braden was still a 55. And we're going to keep an eye on that NCAA B cut of 358.49. 354.6 was invited last year. And Braden very much a lock for the B cut. Just a matter of how close he's going to get to that invited time. And there's a 357.58, an NCAA B cut. Aiden 404.82. Nice drop for him. And Aiden Young of St. Olaf captures the third, the bronze medal at 411.2. Our next event is the women's 400-yard individual medley. Here are the swimmers in the consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Jada Alholm, St. Benedict. Lane 2, Kaya Reek, St. Olaf. Lane 3, Jay Young, McAllister. In lane 4, Stella Anderson Moy, Gustavus. Lane 5, Annika Hensel, McAllister. Lane 6, Carissa Bell, St. Olaf. In lane 7, 6th last year in this event, St. Benedict's Claire Canfield. And in lane 8, from St. Olaf, Nora Gunderson. consolation final. Annika Hensel of McAllister leading at the 100. Carissa Bell with the best backstroke split so far this morning. Carissa was in the 36s, splitting a 113, and she may be a little faster than that tonight. Breaststroke very much a make or break stroke in this long IM. And Annika Hensel of the middle three with the best split. Jay Young of McAllister seeing if she can get herself close to make a run during freestyle. And something of a two-woman race now with 100 yards to go. Annika first off the wall. And Stella Anderson-Moy just jumped off the wall of the freestyle, and they turned together with 75 yards to go. Stella was a 106.5 coming home. She's on a pace to be a lot faster than that tonight. Annika closing and runs out of pool. And a close finish, Stella Anderson-Moyer Gustavus. 4:45.71. And Annika, 4:46.1. Both big improvements over this morning's times. Jay Young of McAllister takes the 11th place. And now, welcome to the blocks, our championship finalists in the women's IM. In the champ final, swimming in lane 1 from Gustavus, fifth last year, Summer Krause. In lane 2 from Carleton, 4th last year, Stephanie Baranoff. In lane 3 from St. Olaf, the defending champion, Paige Steenblock. In lane 4 from Gustavus, first-year swimmer, Annika Beck. In lane 5, McAllister senior, Nadia Lanz. In lane 6, from McAllister, second in the 500 free, Molly Knuckles. Lane 7 from Gustavus, Kendall Coppersmith. And in lane 8 from McAllister, Poppy Wedding. Championship final. A reminder that after this heat, we will present the top 8 finalists for recognition. So men's champ final swimmers, if you would report to the awards ready area. Nadia Lanz, first year swimmer, senior from McAllister. She is out fast. 28.5. And Nadia splitting just a teeny bit faster than Paige and Annika. This really shapes up to be a great race. And Nadia first into the breaststroke. So Paige and Annika close for second, and then things get real busy for fourth place. Nadia's breaststroke was a 122, a pair of 41s. And Paige under 40, Annika 40.6, and Nadia faster than this morning, but not quite as fast as Paige. And Paige first into the wall for the freestyle. Last year, Paige came home in a 106. This morning she was a 105.6. Nadia was a 104, but Paige looking very strong. And this is going to be very close. Paige trying to hold off Annika. At the flags, it's Paige. At the wall, it's Paige. As Paige Steenblock defends her conference championship in the 400-yard individual medley with a 4:35.14. And a reminder to our top 8 in the men's and women's 400 individual medley. Please report to recognition ready. And you will get to take a trip to the podium. In the men's 400 individual medley, consolation final places are thus: in 16th, Dylan Murphy; 15th, Luis Flores; 14, Jacob Lerzel; 13, Mason Cody; 12, Isaac Snezza; 11, Trev Barton; 10th, Owen Parada; and 9, John Russell. And we are still missing one of our men's finalists. And they'll catch up with us, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the men's 400-yard individual medley. Finishing in 8th place from Gustavus, Mason Dietering. In 7th from St. John's, Lincoln Cochran. Your all-conference honorable mention team. In 6th place from Carleton, Matthew Krogman. 5th place from Gustavus, Britton Paty. In 4th place from Carleton, Carson Rotter. And now your all-conference team. In 3rd from St. Olaf, Aiden Young. In 2nd from Gustavus, Aiden Haverman. And our 2026 MIAC champion in the men's 400 IM with a national B cut of 357.55, St. John's senior Braden Slavic. Congratulations, Braden. His second event win of the weekend. Thank you, gentlemen. And now, please welcome to the podium our top 8 finishers in the women's 400-yard individual medley. Finishing in 8th place from Gustavus, Summer Krause. In 7th place from McAllister, Molly Knuckles. In 6th place from Gustavus, Kendall Cooper-Smith. In 5th place from McAllister, Poppy Wedding. And rounding out our all-conference honorable mention places from Carleton in 4th place, Stephanie Baranoff. Now our all-conference team in 3rd from McAllister, Nadia Lanz. In 2nd place from Gustavus, Annika Beck. And our 2026 MIAC champion in the women's 400-yard individual medley with a winning time of 4:35.14 from St. Olaf, Paige Steenblock. Congratulations on your two-peat, Paige. Our next event is the men's 100-yard butterfly consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Jack Schumacher, McAllister. Lane 2, Bo Giddings, St. Olaf. Lane 3, last year's console champ, Daniel Cameron, St. Olaf. Lane 4, from Carlton, Neil Tollefson. Lane 5, Casey Moretta, McAllister. Lane 6, Noah Lee, Carlton. Lane 7, Aiden Johnson, Carlton. And lane 8, Bodie Thompson, McAllister. Only 11 hundredths of a second. I'm sorry, 11 tenths of a second separate all 8 men in this heat. Pair of 23s in the middle of the pool. Had a great turn and breakout for Casey Moretta of McAllister. Arms are getting a little heavy. Can he get in there? Yes. Casey Moretta, 51.68. And a 51.9 for Neil Tollefson of Carlton. And now, please welcome to the blocks our championship finalists in the 100 fly. Swimming in lane 1 from St. Olaf, William Wallace. In lane 2 for Gustavus, Ben Kell. In lane 3 for Gustavus, Keegan Jones. Lane 4, our number 2 returning swimmer from Gustavus, he is Aiden Carlson. In lane 5, our top returner, he's from Carlton, Jackson Rankin. In lane 6, 5th last year, also from Carlton, Warren Kozak. In lane 7, Gustavus, Jacob Robichon. And in lane 8, last year's 7th place finisher from St. Olaf, Jack Homme. Championship final. This should be an absolutely spectacular race. Again, a second and a 10th separate all 8 swimmers. You had to go under 51 to make this final. And a hot one in lane 1. William Wallace, 23.1, only bettered by Aiden Carlson, 23.06, and a 23.07 by Keegan Jones. Pulling away, Aiden Carlson. And a long reach and a 49.66 for Aiden. And now we move on to the women's 100-yard butterfly consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Olivia Stankiewicz Goldsmith of Carlton. Lane 2, Ryan Hopp Hamlin. Lane 3, Lena Minetto, St. Olaf. Lane 4, Josie Smith, St. Olaf. Lane 5, Samantha Villa, Gustavus. Lane 6, Josephine Larson, St. Benedict. Lane 7, Addie Marsalik, St. Benedict. And lane 8, Nora Wooten of Carleton. Consolation final. And much like the men in this event, you had to get under a minute to get in. Well, we have a very competitive consolation final in the water right now. First touch by Josie Smith. Under 28 is Josie. But it could be any one of about 4 women or 5 turning together at the 75, getting home. All comes down to the touch, and it belongs to Samantha Villa. Gustavus, 5/100ths of a second ahead of St. Olaf's Lena Minetto. And she is 18/100ths of a second ahead of Josie Smith. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the blocks. The championship finalists in the women's 100 butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 from St. Catherine, Ella Hochstadler. In lane 2 from St. Olaf, Olivia Small. In lane 3, our number 2 returner from last year from St. Olaf, McKenna Hultgren. In lane 4, currently the number 4 ranked Division III swimmer in the country from St. Benedict, Haley Zellen. In lane 5 from McAllister, Emma Henry. In lane 6, last year's console champion from Carleton, Grace Ho. Lane 7 from Gustavus, Madison Whitty. And in lane 8, our top returner from last year from Gustavus, Linnea Reinsmoen. Championship final. We'll be chasing a 12-year-old record, a meet record and MIAC record, 55.25, set in 2014 by Marianne Kukielka. $24.80, and I think we're about a virtual lock to see that record go down. Haley is not going to die. 25 to go. And turn your eyes to the scoreboard, everybody. There it is, 54-10, a new MIAC record, a new meet record. Congratulations, Haley Zellen. Haley's seed time 54:72. And before the recognition ceremony, we'll try to find out where that now ranks among the top times. (51) 54:10. Now the second fastest time in the country. Congratulations, Haley. And we need the top 8 swimmers in the men's 100 fly and the top 8 in the women's 100 fly to report to our recognition ready area. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the 100 fly. As they parade out, let me give you the places. In the back 8, 16th, Aiden Johnson. 15, Bo Giddings. 14, Bodie Thompson. 13, Daniel Cameron. 12, Jack Schumacher. 11, Noah Lee. 10th, Neil Tollefson. And 9th, Casey Moretta. Our top 8 finishing in 8th, Jacob Robichon of Gustavus. In 7th, from St. Olaf, Jack Homme. Our all-conference honorable mention team. In 6th place, Ben Kell. In 5th, Keegan Jones. And in 4th, from Carleton, Warren Kozak. Our all-conference team. In 3rd place, from St. Olaf, William Wallace. In 2nd place, from Carleton, Jackson Rankin. And our 2026 MIAC champion with a winning time of 49.66 from Gustavus, Aiden Carlson. Congratulations, Aiden. And congratulations also to your fellow 100 fly finalists. Thank you, Flyers. In the women's 100 fly, in 16th, Nora Wooten. 15th, Olivia Stankiewicz Goldsmith. 14th, Addie Marsalik. 13th, Ryan Hopp. 12th, Josephine Larson. 11th, Josie Smith. In 10th, Lena Manetto. And 9th, Gustavus's Samantha Villa. And now please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 100-yard fly. Finishing in 8th place, from St. Catherine, Ella Hochstetler. In 7th, from Gustavus, Linnea Reinsmoen. In 6th place, from St. Olaf, Olivia Small. Now the rest of the honorable mention all-conference team. In 5th, Grace Ho from Carleton. And in 4th, from Gustavus, Madison Whitty. Our all-conference team. In 3rd, from St. Olaf, McKenna Hultgren. In 2nd, from McAllister, Emma Henry. and our 2026 MIAC champion in the women's 100-yard butterfly with a new MIAC record, a new meet record, the second fastest time in Division III right now. That time 54.10 from St. Benedict, Haley Zellen. Congratulations, Flyers. Our next event is the men's 200-yard freestyle. Swimming in the consolation final in lane 1, Ryan Mickleborough from McAllister. Lane 2, Evan Fouts, McAllister. Lane 3, one more Scott, Bowden Allen. In lane 4, Thor Pearson, Carleton. Lane 5, 7th last year from Carleton, Leaf Patrica. In lane 6, he was 4th last year from Gustavus, Logan Braley. In lane 7, Jackson Ling of Hamlin. And in lane 8, Tillman Overton of McAllister. Consolation final. Got a little bit of early speed here from Bowden Allen of McAllister. .51 flat for Bowden on the way out. That's about what he was this morning. Out in the 51.1 this morning, back in the 55.4. Looks like Thor Pearson of Carleton wants to close it up, and we're going to have a fun last 50 here between Bowden and Thor. And it looks like Thor is bringing down the hammer. And his teammate Leaf over in lane 5 making a run. It may be a 1-2 for Carleton. We'll see. And there it is. Thor and Leaf for Carleton. 145.5, 146.3. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blocks the championship finalists in the men's 200. Swimming in lane 1 is last year's consolation champion from St. Olaf, Travis Elling. In lane 2, first-year swimmer from Gustavus, Charlie Newton. In lane 3, our top returner in this event from Gustavus, Aiden Shermack. In lane 4, second in the 500 last night from Gustavus, Logan Sear. In lane 5 from McAllister, our number 2 qualifier, Tommy Moore. In lane 6 from St. John's, first-year swimmer Vince Schulze. In lane 7, 8th last year from McAllister, Max Toffin. And in lane 8 from St. John's, Braden Ortman. Championship final. Logan Sear in lane 4 and Tommy Moore in lane 5. Qualified 1/10 of a second apart. And we got a little early outside smoke here from Travis Elling. 23:52 at the 50. And that is almost exactly what he went this morning. $49.1 for Tommy Moore at the 100. He's a full second ahead of his morning pace. Logan with the 26.2, Tommy with the 25.8. We'll see if Logan can bring this thing home or Tommy can bring it home. And Logan, 142 flat, the terrific second 50. Tommy hangs on for second. 0.07 of a second ahead of Aiden Shermack of Gustavus. And we are ready now for the women's 200 freestyle. Swimming in the consolation final. In lane 1, Kaya Chernus, Gustavus. Lane 2, Chelsea Anderson, Carleton. Lane 3, Jordan Grotbo, St. Catherine. Lane 4, McKelvey McDaniel, St. Olaf. Lane 5, Anna Schottler, St. Benedict. Lily Wong is in lane 6 from Carleton. Lane 7, Hannah Zern, McAllister. And lane 8, Sawyer Eastman, St. Olaf. Consolation final, women's 2 free. Only a second and a half between our number 9 and number 16 qualifiers. And a couple of Olies out pretty hot, along with Anna Schottler of St. Benedict. When you go out really fast in a 200, two things can happen. One of them is good. Anna Schottler pulling out. She threw down a hot 29.17 at the 150. I'm sorry, coming into the 100. Keep an eye on Sawyer Eastland over in lane 8. Sawyer with the fastest split on the board. And she and Anna turn right together. And Anna Schottler pulls it out. Sneaking in for second is St. Olaf's McKelvey McDaniel. And third goes to our early outside smoke, Sawyer Eastman. And now please welcome to the Blocks Hard Championship finalists in the women's 200. Swimming in lane 1 from McAllister, Maya Tellez. In lane 2 from Gustavus, Leah Felton. In lane 3 is the defending champion from Gustavus, Geneva Fackler. In lane 4 is our top qualifier from St. Benedict, Mary Morris. Lane 5 from Gustavus, 5th last year, Caitlin Otto. In lane 6, also champ final last year from McAllister, Amalia Shields. In lane 7 from Carleton, Yulia Machalski. And in lane 8 from Gustavus, Teresa Gatti. Champ final. Mary Morris in lane 4 had the biggest time drop of the top 7. Teresa Gotti of Gustavus dropped 2.3 coming in off her seed time. That's the only swimmer in this heat that dropped more time coming in. Mary's prelim swim was a 56.2. And here tonight she is a 55.3, so ahead of pace. $50 to go, and she's got about a 5-foot lead on Caitlin Otto in lane 5. So keep an eye on Geneva Fackler, the defending champion, in lane 3. But with a 25 to go, Mary with a pretty comfortable lead. And she keeps her head down and brings it in, 154.2 for the win. And now we would ask that the swimmers in the men's 200 free report promptly to the recognition ready area, and the women's 200 freestylers follow them with equal promptness. In the men's 200 free, finishing 16th, Ryan Mickleborough McAllister. 15th, Tillman Overton McAllister. 14th, Evan Fouts McAllister. 13th, Logan Braley Gustavus. 12th, Jackson Ling of Hamlin. In 11th, Bowden Allen of McAllister. Laying 10th, Leif Patrika, Carlton, and our consolation champion in 9th, Thor Pearson of Carlton. And now please welcome to the podium our top 8 finishers in the men's 200 freestyle. And finishing in the danger zone in 8th place from St. John's, Braden Ortman. In 7th place is St. Olaf's Travis Elling. Our all-conference honorable mention team in 6th place from McAllister, Max Toffin. In 5th place from Gustavus, Charlie Newton. In 4th place from St. John's is Vince Schulze. And our all-conference team in 3rd place from Gustavus, Aiden Shermack. In 2nd place from McAllister, Tommy Moore. And our 2026 MIAC champion in the 200-yard freestyle with a winning time of 1:42.01 from Gustavus, Logan Sear. Congratulations, Logan. And congrats also to your fellow 200 freestyle champ finalists. In the women's 200 free, finishing 16th, Lily Wong of Carlton. 15th, Jordan Grotbo, St. Catherine. 14th, Chelsea Anderson of Carlton. 13th, Kaya Chernas, Gustavus. 12th, Hannah Zern, McAllister. 11th, Sawyer Eastman, St. Olaf. And 10th, McKelvey McDaniel of St. Olaf. And 9th, Anna Schottler of St. Benedict. Please now welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 200. Finishing in 8th place from Gustavus, Teresa Gotti. In 7th place from Gustavus, Leah Felton. Our honorable mention team In 6th place, Amalia Shields McAllister. In 5th place, from Carleton, Yulia Machalski. And in 4th, from Gustavus, Caitlin Otto. And now your all-conference team. In 3rd, from McAllister, Maya Tellez. In 2nd place, from Gustavus, Geneva Fackler. And your 2026 MIAC champion in the 200-yard freestyle with a winning time of 1:54.24 from the College of St. Benedict, Mary Morris. Congratulations, Mary. And to your fellow champ finalists in the women's two. Our next event is the men's 100-yard breaststroke consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Jacob Lurzel, St. Olaf. Lane 2, Jeffrey Kong of Carleton. Lane 3, Jeffrey's teammate Cam Newton. In lane 4, from McAllister, TJ Pally. Lane 5, from Carleton, Luke Schmitzer. In 6, from St. John's, Jason Jones. Lane 7, from St. John's, Brennan Close. And lane 8, also from St. John's, Simon Youngaboy. Consolation final. And we got a crowd at the wall at the 50. Flock of 27 mids. And timing is finished sweetly as Cam Newton, a 58.68 for Cam from Carleton. A 1-2 for Carleton. TJ Pally, 59.36. And now please welcome to the blocks our championship finalists in the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 from Gustavus, Mason Cote. Lane 2 from Carleton, Alex Lee. In lane 3, 4th last year from Gustavus, Brandon Wilczek. In lane 4, 200 IM champ and the defending champion from Gustavus, Braden Ripken. In lane 5, 5th last year from Gustavus, Aiden Carlson. In lane 6, 6th last year from St. John's, Clay McGaw. Lane 7, 7th last year from St. Olaf, Nick Starcevich. And in lane 8, 8th last year, rounding out this reunion of last year's champ final, from McAllister, Will St. John. Champ final. officially on record watch. Braden Ripken, 54-58 this morning, which is a beat cut. 54-28 is the MIAC and meet record set back in 2019 by Gusty Tanner Sonic. 25 flat. A 3-second balloon gets it done. And a mid-39 at the 75. We're looking for a 54-28. And look at that, 53-76. A new meet record, a new MIAC record. A time that is 0.7 of a second under what was invited to NCAA's last year. Congratulations, Braden Ripken. And now we move on to the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Consolation final, swimming in lane 1. Kaya Reeg of St. Olaf. Lane 2, Lindsay Sunby, Gustavus. Lane 3, Megan Bartle, St. Ben's. Lane 4, Samantha Sylvester, St. Olaf. Lane 5, Bella Kern, St. Benedict. Lane 6, Zoe Morton, Carleton. Lane 7, Sierra Hermanson, St. Catherine. And in lane 8, Nicole Tilzer of McAllister. Consolation final. And 4 swimmers from 31.4 to 31.9. And it's a close one. And Samantha Sylvester of St. Olaf timing her finish perfectly, 107.7. And now, welcome to the blocks. The swimmers in our championship final, women's 100 breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 from Gustavus, Linnea Reinsmoen. In lane 2 from Gustavus, Hadley Wartner. In lane 3 from St. Olaf, Elena Schmitzer. Lane 4 from Carleton, 5th last year, 2 full seconds faster than her time last year, Emma Yao. Lane 5, the defending champion from McAllister, Izzy Ulhorn Thornton. In lane 6, 3rd last year from Carleton, Bryn Ashland. Lane 7 from Carleton, Daya Tucker. And in lane 8 from McAllister, Carolyn Wolking. Championship final, 100 breaststroke. And 3 pretty much together. Elena Schmitzer, Emma Yowd, Izzy Bullhorn Thornton. And it's Izzy and Emma right together at the 50. Izzy Bullhorn Thornton with a monster pullout. And Izzy 104.66. Emma 106.18. And the bronze unofficially will go to Elena. And breaststrokers, if you would please, report promptly to the recognition ready area as our fans enjoy the dance of the chairs. In the men's 100 breaststroke, finishing 16th, Simon Youngamoy, St. John's. 15th, Jacob Lorzo, St. Olaf. 14, Brendan Close, St. John's. 13, Jeffrey Kong, Carleton. 12th, Jason Jones, St. John's. 11th, TJ Pally, McAllister. 10th, Luke Schmitzer, Carleton. And 9th, Cam Newton of Carleton. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the men's 100-yard breaststroke. Finishing in 8th place from McAllister, Will St. John. In 7th place from Carleton, Alex Lee. Our honorable mention team in 6th place from Gustavus, Mason Cote. In 5th from St. Olaf, Nick Starkovich. In 4th place from St. John's, Clay McGraw. Our all-conference team now in 3rd from Gustavus, Aiden Carlson. In 2nd from Gustavus, Brandon Wilsack. And our 2026 MIAC champion in the 100 breaststroke with a new meet record, a new MIAC record, a time under what was invited to nationals last year. That time 53.76 from junior from Gustavus, Braden Ripken. Congratulations, Braden. Congratulations. Thank you, gentlemen. In the women's 100-yard breaststroke, in 16th place, Kaya Rieg, St. Olaf. In 15th, Nicole Tilzer, McAllister. In 14th, Sierra Hermanson, St. Catherine. In 13th, Megan Bartles of St. Benedict. 12th, Zoe Morton, Carleton. In 11th, Lindsay Sundby, Gustavus. 10th, Bella Kern, St. Benedict. And our consolation champion from St. Olaf, Samantha Sylvester. And now please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 100-yard breaststroke. Finishing in 8th place from McAllister, Carolyn Wilking. In 7th from Gustavus, Linnea Reinsmoen. Our all-conference honorable mention team in 6th place, Dia Tucker of Carleton. In 5th place from Gustavus, Hadley Wartner. And now our all-conference team, tied for 3rd from Carleton, Bryn Ashland. In that tie for 3rd from St. Olaf, Elena Schmitzer. In 2nd from Carleton, Emma Yao. And our 2026 MIAC champion in the women's 100-yard breaststroke, McAllister senior Izzy Ulhorn Thornton. Izzy's time 1:04.66. Congratulations, Izzy. Our next event is the men's 100-yard backstroke. Swimming in the consolation final in lane 1, Nate Cox of St. Olaf. Lane 2, Aaron Zhao, Carleton. Lane 3, Jackson Rankin, Carleton. Lane 4, Luke Williams, St. Olaf. Lane 5, Andrew Ruggerman, St. John's. Lane 6, Dawson Lee, Carleton. Lane 7, Tanner Betts of St. John's. And in lane 8, Tanner's teammate Riley Yerkes. Consolation final. Luke Williams of St. Olaf looking really hot to 50, 25, 52. Right behind, though, is Carleton's Lee Dawson over in lane 6 with the yellow cap. For those of you on the live stream, and Luke Williams times the reach perfectly. 12 1/100ths of a second ahead of Dawson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the blocks the swimmers in your championship final. Swimming in lane 1 from St. Olaf, Bo Giddings. In lane 2 from McAllister, 5th last year, Kian Pahariaga. In lane 3, our top returner from Gustavus, Matthew Lilliard. In lane 4, a newcomer, first year Gustavus swimmer Josh Wallen is our top qualifier. In lane 5 from Gustavus, another first year, our number 2 qualifier, Declan Vahey. In lane 6, Gustavus Will Sarkinen. Lane 7 from Carleton, 4th last year, Nicholas Chang. And in lane 8 from McAllister, Jamie Suter. Championship final. As you can see by the board, our top 4 qualifiers, all from Gustavus. Looking at some big team points here for the Gusties. A 12-inch lead there for Josh Wallen at the 50. 23.6 to Declan Vahey's 23.8. Josh was 49.7 this morning. 49.28 was the NCAA B cut. And a 50.03 for Josh. Unofficially, as he takes it, teammate Declan, 50.86. Kian Pahariaga from McAllister sneaks in for the bronze. And now, the women's turn to swim backstroke. This is your consolation final. Swimming in lane 1, Maya Geddes, Carleton. 2, Lily Wong, Carleton. 3, Josie Hauk, St. Olaf. 4, McKenna Hultgren, St. Olaf. 5, Lily Soilis, Carleton. Lane 6, Kayla Chapman, McAllister. Lane 7, Nadia Lands, McAllister. And lane 8, Josie Thomas of St. Benedict. Consolation final. And we got a real crowded subway car at the beginning of this train. Lily Wong of Carleton in lane 2. Fast on the way out. And Lily backs it up with a great wall at the 75. And she's going to run away with this one with a 58.85. Three swims, sub-minute. Lily, McKenna, and another Lily, all under a minute. Milestone swims. And now, to the blocks, we have our championship finalists. Swimming in lane 1, from Gustavus, Felicia Simmering. In lane 2, from St. Catherine, 5th last year, Ella Hochstetler. In lane 3, from Gustavus, our number 2 returning backstroker, Caitlin Sayers. In lane 4, 4th last year, from Carleton, our top qualifier is Grace Ho. In lane 5, from St. Olaf, our top returning swimmer is Olivia Small. Lane 6, from Gustavus, Joelle Anderson. Lane 7, from Gustavus, Geneva Fackler. And in lane 8, from St. Benedict, Lauren Sitzman. And what a race. Jolie in lane 6. Olivia in lane 5. Caitlin in 3. Grace in 4. And Olivia Small of St. Olaf. 56-59. Caitlin in lane 3, 56-63. 4/100ths of a second. And ladies and gentlemen, before we present the awards for the backstroke, we would like to direct your attention to the 1 meter platform in the center of the diving venue. And we'd like to introduce to you our divers for the 1 meter competition. We'll introduce them, get them to take their bounces while we recognize our backstroke finalists, and then we will turn you over to the diving table for the finals of the men's 1 meter diving. So once again, please direct your attention to the 1 meter tower. Diver number 1. First year diver from McAllister, Miles Remmel. Diver number 2, a junior from Carleton, Jesse Lindholm. In diving number 3, senior from McAllister, Dylan Herlihy. Diver number 4, sophomore from St. John's, Henry Hilgendorf. Diver number 5, senior from St. John's, Timothy Rotter. Diver number 6, a senior from Hamlin, Kevin Bosu. Diver number 7, junior from St. John's, Cody Watts. And diver number 8, a senior from Carleton, Hans Anderson. And now as the divers get ready for their competition, let's recognize our finalists in the backstroke. In the men's backstroke, finishing 16th, Riley Yerkes, St. John's. 15, Nate Cox, St. Olaf. 14, Tanner Betts, St. John's. 13th, Aaron Zhao, Carleton. 12, Jackson Rankin, Carleton. 11, Andrew Roggeman, St. John's. In 10th, Dawson Lee of Carleton. And 9th, from St. Olaf, Luke Williams. And now, welcome to the podium, please, our championship finalists in the 100 back. Finishing in 8th place from McAllister, Jamie Suter. In 7th, from St. Olaf, Bo Giddings. In 6th, from Carleton, Nicholas Chang. In 5th, from Gustavus, Will Sarkinen. In 4th, from Gustavus, Matthew Lilliard. In 3rd place, from McAllister, Kian Pahariaga. In 2nd, from Gustavus, Declan Vahey. And our 2026 MIAC champion with a winning time of 50.03 from Gustavus, Josh Wallen. Congratulations. In the women's 100-yard backstroke, finishing 16th, is Josie Thomas, St. Benedict. 15, Maya Geddes, Carleton. 14, Kayla Chapman, McAllister. 13, Josie Hauk, St. Olaf. 12, Nadia Lands of McAllister. 11th, Lily Soilis, Carleton. 10th, McKenna Hultgren, St. Olaf. And our consolation champion in 9th place is Lily Wong of Carleton. And now, please welcome to the podium our championship finalists in the women's 100-yard backstroke. Finishing in 8th place from Gustavus, Felicia Simmering. In 7th, from St. Benedict, Lauren Sitzman. 6th place from St. Catherine, Ella Hochstetler. In 5th from Gustavus, Geneva Fackler. In fourth place, from Gustavus, Jolie Anderson. In third place, from Carlton, Grace Ho. In second, from Gustavus, Caitlin Sears. And our 2026 MIAC champion with a winning time of 56.59 from St. Olaf, Olivia Small. Congratulations, Backstrokers. Our next event, event 25, men's 1 meter diving.
Beginning the championship final of men's 1 meter diving. Miles, 201A, straight 1.7. Awards 20.4. Jesse, 404C, tuck 2.8. Award 29.9. Henry, 105B, pike 2.6. Award 35.1. Timmy, 105C, tuck 2.4. Award 42. Kevin, 404C, tuck 2.8. Kevin, 105C, Tuck 2.4. Award 44.4. Cody, 105B, Pike 2.6. Award 54.6. Hans, 403B, Pike 2.4. Award 50.4. Beginning round 2, Miles, 301C, Tuck 1.6. Award 19.2. Jesse, 104C, Tuck 2.2. Award 26.4. Dylan, 403C, Tuck 2.2. Award 34.1. Henry, 403B, Pike 2.4. Award 43.2. Timmy, 203C, Tuck 2.0. Award 27. Kevin, 404C, Tuck, 2.8. Awards 44.8. Cody, 303B, Pike, 2.4. Award? Judge 6. Thank you. 25.2. Hans, 404C, Tuck, 2.8. Award 43.4. Beginning round 3. Miles, 5122D, free, 1.9. Award 23.75. Jesse, 105C, Tuck, 2.4. Award 36. Dylan, 104B, Pike, 2.3. Award 36.8. Henry, 404C, Tuck, 2.8. Award 39.2. Timmy, 304C, Tuck, 2.3. Award 33.35. Kevin 303C, Tuck 2.1. Award 40.95. Cody 203B, Pike 2.3. Award 37.95. Hans 203B, Pike 2.3. Award 41.4. Beginning round 4. Miles 402C, Tuck 1.6. Award 22.4. Jesse 203C, Tuck 2.0. Award 36. Dylan 203A, Straight 2.5. Award 26.25. Henry 303C, Tuck 2.1. Award 28.35. Timmy 403C, Tuck 2.2. Award 40.7. Kevin 213C, Tuck 2.2. Kevin 203B, 2.3. Award 48.3. Cody 404C, Tuck 2.8. Award 50.4. Hans 303B, Pike 2.4. Award 46.8. Beginning round 5, Miles 103C, Tuck 1.6. Award 20.8. Jesse 303C, Tuck 2.1. Award 25.2. Dylan 304C, Tuck 2.3. Award 33.35. Henry 203B, Pike 2.3. Award 35.65. Timmy 404C, Tuck 2.8. Award 46.2. Kevin 5231D, Free 2.1. Award 42. Cody 405C, Tuck 3.1. Award 40.3. Hans 5333D, Free 2.6. Award 35.1. Beginning the final round of men's championship diving. Miles 104C, Tuck 2.2. Award 13.2. Jesse 5231D, Free 2.1. Award 25.2. Dylan 105B, Pike 2.6. Award 46.8. Henry 5132D, free 2.2. Award 35.2. Timmy 5134D, free 2.6. Award 24.7. Kevin 213C, tuck 2.2. Award 44. Cody 5333D, free 2.6. Award 50.7. Hans 105B, Pike 2.6. Awards 42.9. This concludes the men's 1 meter championship final. Awards will be presented after the relays.
And Hamlin's leadoff, Elsa Sorensen Wagner. 26:45 and 26:67 for Tinsley Porter of Concordia. And Hamlin will drop anchor with Corey Dawson. In the water now for Concordia, Violet Frank. And Allison Gray anchoring for Augsburg. And a 26-1 for Hamlin's Corey Dawson. Concordia second in this heat. Remember, time finals, they are not constrained to the heat. They can score anywhere. And Augsburg about 8 seconds faster than their season's best. Way to go, Augies. And now, please welcome to the blocks our top 6 seeded teams in the women's 200 free relay. Swimming in lane 2. The team of Henry, Shields, Tellez, and Woolhorn Thornton from McAllister. In lane 3, the team of Zelen, Morris, Marsalek, and Schottler from St. Benedict. In lane 4, the team of Schmitzer, Eastman, Sylvester, and Hami from St. Olaf. In lane 5, the team of Machalski, Tucker, Morton, and Geddes from Carleton. In lane 6, team of Anderson, Felton, Fackler, and Sires from Gustavus. And swimming in lane 8 is the team of Grotbo, Chandler, Hochstetler, and Harvey from St. Catherine. Heat 2, time final. We'll keep an eye on Haley Zelen in lane 3. (23.37). The Blazers follow up with Mary Morris. In the water now for the Bennies, Addie Marsalek, Maya Tellez of McAllister, along with Samantha Sylvester, Zoe Morton, Geneva Fackler, all challenging. And it's going to come down to the anchor leg. St. Benedict will drop anchor with Anna Schottler. Maya Geddes of Carleton, Caitlin Sires of Gustavus. And St. Benedict by 8/100ths of a second. Unofficially, of course, Gustavus second and St. Olaf third. And we ask that the men's 1 meter diving finalists make their way to recognition area ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our top 8 finishers in the men's 1 meter diving. Finishing in 8th place from McAllister, Miles Revell. In 7th from Carleton, Jesse Lindholm. In 6th place from McAllister, Dylan Herlihy. In 5th from St. John's, Henry Hilgendorf. In 4th from St. John's, Timothy Rotter. In 3rd place from Hamlin, Kevin Boso. In 2nd place from St. John's, Cody Watts. And your 2026 MIAC champion in the men's 1 meter diving with a final total score of 446.10 from Carleton College, Hans Anderson. Congratulations, divers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium the top 6 teams in the men's 200 freestyle relay. Finishing in 6th place, the team of Jackson Ling, Manny Pocher, Tristan Popa, and Andy DeClue from Hamlin. In fifth place, the team of Vince Schulze, Braden Slavic, Jackson Havda, and David Lammers from St. John's. In fourth place, the team of Nick Starksevich, Jack Homme, Travis Elling, and Luke Williams from St. Olaf. St. Olaf, our all-conference honorable mention selection. And now the all-conference teams. In third place, the team of Warren Kozak, Neil Tollefson, Noah Lee, and Leif Petricka from Carleton. In second, the team of Casey Moretta, Tommy Moore, Max Taufin, and TJ Pally from McAllister. And your 2026 MIAC champion with a winning time of 1:23.32. The team of Braden Ripken, Declan Vahey, Will Sarkinen, and Josh Wallen from Gustavus Adolphus. Thank you, gentlemen. In the women's 200-yard freestyle relay, finishing ninth is Augsburg, the team of Danielle Hobbs, Amanda Cruz, and Kaya Anderson and Allison Gray. Now, please welcome to the podium our top 8 teams in the women's 200-yard freestyle relay. Finishing in 8th place, the team of Tinsley Porter, Christina Moore, Leah Ennedy, and Violet Frank from Concordia. In 7th place, the team of Elsa Sorensen Wagner, Megan Gunderson, Ryan Hopp, and Corey Dawson of Hamlin. In 6th place, the team of Jordan Grotbo, Natalie Chandler, Ella Hochstetler, and Nicolette Harvey from St. Catherine. In 5th place, the team of Emma Henry, Amalia Shields, Maya Tellez, and Izzy Ulhorn Thornton of McAllister. Earning all-conference honorable mention honors is the team of Yulia Machalski, Daya Tucker, Zoe Morton, and Maya Geddes of Carleton. Your all-conference team now. In 3rd place, the team of Elena Schmitzer, Soya Eastman, Samantha Sylvester, and Katie Homme of St. Olaf. In 2nd place, the team of Joelle Anderson, Leah Felton, Geneva Fackler, and Caitlin Sires of Gustavus. And your 2026 MIAC champions in the women's 200-yard freestyle relay with a winning time of 1:35.76. The team of Haley Zellen, Mary Morris, Addie Marsalik, and Anna Schottler from the College of St. Benedict. Congratulations, relays, and thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we adjourn for the evening, we have one last important bit of business, and that is to wish a very happy birthday to Christy Bexler-Cordum of St. Olaf. Christy, happy birthday, and way to make another trip around the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, the scratch box for Saturday's events is now closed. And we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning for Saturday's prelim session beginning at 10:30. Doors open and the pool opens for warm-up at 9 o'clock. And we make one last request that you clean up underneath your bleachers sections. Make sure that the floor underneath your bleachers is clean. You may leave things on top of the bleachers overnight, but we ask that you make sure that the deck is clean. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We wish you very safe travels to wherever you may be resting tonight. And we will look very much forward to seeing you tomorrow morning for day 4 of the 2026 MIAC Swimming and Diving Championship. Thanks everybody, and have a very pleasant good evening.